To make the apple chips, I used a Snapdragon apple thinly sliced with a knife or a mandolin. Then you're going to bake it at 200 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 to 3 hours, turning every hour or until desired crispness. For the applesauce, coarsely chop 2 to 3 apples, place in a saucepan with water and a dash of allspice, and cook until tender. Then you're going to put these in a blender. I'm using a small Ninja, and just blend it until you have applesauce. And set this aside in a bowl and sprinkle a little bit of lemon juice over it. For the crust, use 1.5 cups of packed almond flour. Pour this in a bowl. Then 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 3 tablespoons of melted coconut oil, 3 tablespoons of maple syrup, and a teaspoon of vanilla. Stir this well until it comes together and starts to bind. Then use your hand and start to knead the dough. It'll come together fairly quickly, and then you want to form a nice little ball. Take this ball and press it out with your hand onto a cookie sheet, a round cookie sheet lined with a piece of parchment paper. Just spread it out. You can dip your hands back into some of the remaining coconut oil if your hands get a little sticky. So just press this out gently. It'll be about 1/8 inch thick. You want to pre-cut your dough before baking, and I'm just going to kind of eyeball it here and cut into 8 slices. Then we're going to bake this at 325 degrees for 15 minutes, and it comes out beautiful golden brown. Let crust cool thoroughly, then start assembly, starting with the applesauce, about 1/2 cup to 3/4 cup, and spread thin. Don't make the mistake I did and add too much. This is really too much, but still delicious. Then you're going to add about 1 to 2 cups of diced apple of choice. I chose Pink Lady because it has a nice tart profile, and I want that classic caramel apple flavor of tart apple with sweet caramel. And you're just going to build that up. Next, those gorgeous apple chips that we baked earlier. These are like the apple pepperoni on the pizza. Just spread those around evenly. You can use as many or as few as you like. The vegan caramel sauce was made in advance using equal parts natural peanut butter and maple syrup and hot water to thin it out. And you're just going to make this purely to taste and to desired consistency. This is super simple. Just drizzle that on. Next, some chopped unsalted peanuts. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. And then finally, a little flaky sea salt, because we really want to bring out that sweet and salty flavor. And it's done. Take a look at this beautiful salted caramel apple pizza. You've got your apple chips, your chopped slightly tart fresh apples, your applesauce base, your peanuts, the caramel, and the sea salt. Cut a slice out and enjoy it. Pre-cutting it really makes it so much easier to cut again once all the toppings are on. Isn't it beautiful? Just like traditional pizza, but sweeter. And now the taste test. Oh my goodness, it is so good. I think you can tell by the expression on my face. Even though I made it, it is just a nice blend of wonderful complex flavors, a lot of different apple texture. It's not too sweet, which is really awesome. And this is gluten-free too. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel.